Welcome, crypto family, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as Bitcoin reclaims $67,000. And breaking news just in, Arizona State Senate considering adding Bitcoin ETFs to its state retirement portfolios. And quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, $75,000 Bitcoin by Friday. Send it. Also in today's show, family, Bitcoin price hit $72,000 in South Korea. We'll also be discussing El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings hitting a record $164 million as Bitcoin profits pass $50 million. Also, BlackRock's iShares ETF records $788 million worth of net inflows as the Bitcoin bull run gathers pace. Not only that, but IBIT is at over $500 million in volume within the first 45 minutes this morning of the stock market opening. Stonks. These numbers are absolutely nuts for the brand new ETF. We'll also be discussing Bitcoin price to exceed $200,000 by June of this year, if history repeats, as well as the Bitcoin price target reaching $355,000 per coin by this particular date. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Now, welcome, crypto family. What it do? We're right back above 67,000, up 2,000 on the day. Just like that. I told you guys yesterday was a great buy the dip opportunity. We corrected to what was it? 59,000. Look, if you would have took advantage of that, you'd be up $8,000 per biddy right now. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Passive Tony, what it do? 500K minimum this cycle. Let's go. Happy morning from Instable. We miss your energy. It's been a while. It's been a few hours since I went live. Bakersfield in the chat. What it do, JV? Shout out Eric Castro. Shout out Knoxville. Bring on the 70s, baby. Let's go. Hey, greetings from Atlanta. But being we're in the 60s right now, here's a new sample for the show.
60 G's, baby!
60 G's, baby. Soon to be 70. Good morning, May 5-star. What up, Bubba Frew? Lake the Great. Welcome, Kevin. Welcome right back like a spring, precisely. I've been preaching, expect extreme volatility, precisely what we're witnessing. But to the upside, the overall trend clearly, we're marching towards that six-figure milestone. Yesterday, we entered price discovery for the first time since 2021. So it couldn't be more lit right now. Max Keiser calling for 75,000 by this Friday. What are your thoughts on that, family? Exigent, welcome. David, welcome. May 5-star. Good morning to you as well. Hodling from West Virginia. Shout out Peter. Shout out Dirty. Keeping it dirty. Just gifted a membership. Shout out DDM. You've just been blessed. You can thank Dirty for that one. 60 G's, baby. Connor, damn right.
It's red panty night when you sign to find me, yeah? Back at home with your wife.
Red panty night, family. Let's go.
60 G's, baby!
Church is back in session. Let's get it. Nice gift already. You gotta love it, family. We are all Satoshi, except Craig Wright. Exactly, Hillbill Will. I will agree with that 1,000%. Smash the likes to help pump the stream. I greatly appreciate it. Now, here's Bitcoin talking on behalf of the entire ecosystem right now.
Nate Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised, mother.
Bitcoin is not surprised, mother frickers. Let's go. 75,000 this week. Hello from New Delhi. Welcome, Nick Hill. Good to see you. Lord Drake. Elon says 360,000. We'll send it already. Sup, JV? What up, Cat Press? Good to see you guys. What's poppin'? What's new? Holla at your boy. Doug says, let's freaking go. What up, fam? Good to see you, Doug. And a reminder, this is a live and interactive show, so please do say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from in the live chat. From Rockville, Maryland. That's what's up. 46 by April 1st. Keep dreaming, big dog. I nominate you for DJ at the 2024 Bitcoin Conference. Nice, Kevin. I'll take it. How many viewers we going to top at today? Should be over 1,000 for Christ's sake with this type of price action. Let's see if we can hit an all-time high during today's stream. You never, ever know. You know what I mean?
Pump it up.
Bitcoin now up over $2,500 on the daily. Let's go. Off the wall. Welcome, family. Alan Haley, welcome.
Pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Pump this mofo up, family. Pump this stream up. North Carolina, let's go. Ciao from Raleigh. Let's go, Robbie. Hello from Wisconsin. High Plains. We here, baby. You already know. Hello from Columbus, Georgia. Trying to figure out how to escape Massachusetts. 100,000 this week. Let's go, coin. Let's go. 69.3 is the all-time high. Correct passive. Ishcoin 50,000 exchange rate dump. Then we can play catch up and swap some fiat for everything, says Tony. Swap fiat. Hello from Morocco. Shout out Rita. Appreciate your support, family. Thanks for tuning in. Damn, JV, you got the Eastern Seaboard. Listen in. You're damn straight, Alan. Hello from the 6. Shout out to the Sandman. Now more important than ever to practice self-custody. Not your keys, not your cheese, baby. This is fact. Good point. Thanks for the reminder. Bitcoin is resilient more than gold. And the other day, gold just broke out, hit a new all-time high. A boomer from Connecticut and working Bitcoin since 2012. Oh, the stories. Oh, my God. Blessings. That's what's up. Respect, Gary. Della Vecchio. Wow. Very similar to my mother's maiden name. I'm going to assume you're Italiano as well. Bitcoin took a skinny dip to cool off, but it's pump time. You already know. Zero Live says, yes, all 50 G's bit not near 100. Virginia in the house. Hope all is good. All is well, dirty. Thank you for that. Steven says hello from Germany. Germany in the building. Let's go.
Pump, 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 pump it up.
74 is still in play. Max says 75 by Friday. I've been calling for 74 this week. What do you guys say? 74, yay or nay? Put a 1 for yay, a 2 for no, or nay in this case. God bless the gifted family. That's what's up, man. Cheers for that. Yeah, so North Carolina in the house, pump it up, says Don. Pump that mofo up. But anyways, family, if you're new to the channel, important to smash the subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every day, just like this. Also smash the like. It helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And by pumping the likes, you're helping to pump the stream. Today is pod episode number 1571 of the Crypto News Alerts pod. I'm your host, JV, and today is March 6th, 2024. Yesterday, we entered price discovery, tapping a new all-time high for the 15-year history of Bitcoin, hitting roughly 69,300. Today, we recaptured 67, which you can see on your screen, after correcting all the way down to 59, which was a great buy the dip opportunity for you guys yesterday. If you took advantage of that dip, let me know. Now checking out Coin360, you can see Bitcoin up roughly 3% on the day. We have Ether looking to tap $4,000. We also have Near crushing it over 26%, while Solana, XRP, Cardano, and AVAX are pulling back and in the red. And checking out coinmarketcap.com, the current crypto market cap sits at roughly 2.5 trillion. That's right, 2.5 trillion, a big milestone. 240 billion in volume. Volume is up. We also have Bitcoin dominance at 52.6%, with the Ether dominance at 18.3%. And checking out the top 100 crypto gainers for the past 24 hours, we got WIF leading the pack. No pun intended. Up 63% in the day and 178% on the week. We have Render up 32% and Fetch up 29%. Below that, Near, Uniswap, Arweave, Pepe, and Ajax. Which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on for this bull run, fam? Holla. And checking out the crypto bubbles to get that visual perspective. The majority of the alts are finally back in the green. Look at that. They flipped. Yesterday, they were all in the red. And times change quickly in this crypto sphere. These dips are becoming more and more short-lived, which is a great sign of more bullish momentum to come. And zooming out on the monthly, you already know everything is killing. Pepe, 700% gains. WIF, 800%. FET, 300%. Floki, 400%. Jasmy, 300%. AR, 300%. Sheep, 300%. Theta, 200%. Gala, 90%. Render, 100%. WorldCoin, 200%. Uni, 160%, just overall off the chain alt season type gains. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're back at a 75. Here's why I respect and appreciate this indicator and why I share it every day. Yesterday, we hit a 90 in extreme greed, and lo and behold, we corrected and had a nice, much needed correction, because the higher we get and the crypto greed and fear index, the more likely we are to correct, and vice versa. So right now we went back down to a 75. Last week was an 82, and last month a 60 in greed. And checking out the Bitcoin halving countdown, it shows the estimated halving date taking place April 21st, 45 days out. Where do you feel the Bitcoin price action is likely to be within the next 45 days leading into the halving? Let me know, fam. I'm bullish on the 2, 3, 4, and 5. I love it. Mick Footinator, welcome. Daniel put a 1 in there. I see lots of ones. 1, 1, 1. Definitely most of you guys are feeling that 74,000 target. So let's freaking go. Shout out Kevin, Fred, and everyone just joining us. Bina, good to see you as well. Alan, you got to load the Chappelle skit where the big boy tells Dave he is playing golf on the moon. Yeah, I got to definitely sample some Dave Chappelle. Good point. He has endless sampleable, if that's even a word, clips we could take advantage of. Shout out Crypto Surge, shout out Aaron, shout out Lock Sky, all the legends in the building. Hashtag winning. Bitcoiners up 3,000 per coin today. Let's go. Hillbilly Willie, bring it. I hope you get some rest yesterday after that dip. Right on, Serge. I got some rest. Now it's time to rip and do some more pump watches, eh? Respect the pump. And pump it up.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Lower this week is higher next week. Abel, I got the notification. Amen. You got a notification when I went live today. Music to my ears. 1, Travis put a 2. Hillbilly put a 69. I like that 69. No second best, 75,000 by Friday. Send it.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
Yeah, right now the volume from like IBIT, the BlackRock ETF, through the roof. They did over 500 million in volume within their first 45 minutes of the Wall Street Open, as I shared in the intro. We're going to be discussing all that. You know what I mean? Catching another live show from the UK. Shout out Jermaine. Appreciate the love, family. Thoughts on the DYDX? Is that the dollar, whatever? I don't know. I know the dollar is weak as what. I know the BRICS movement is looking forward for the de-dollarization. Only thing better than 69 is a 96, baby. Send it.
I'm not saying I'm number 1. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Let's go. 74,000 by Friday. Easy peasy. You never know. We may get it today or Thursday. Just saying, right? Let's see how we do. Michael Saylor is hilarious. Michael Saylor is the great.
Bitcoin top 100 rich list.
Tell him, Stacy.
Nick Diaz, you just shook up the world.
Bitcoin be like,
How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised, mother.
60 G's, baby!
we back. Guess who's back? 140,000 Bitcoin by March 22nd. Nice. Send it, family. Bubba Fru. 96 is the new 69. With these inflations, good point. We got to calculate inflation. There you go, Tabby. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone just joining us. Pump the likes to pump the stream. And let's dive into today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Check out the charts where the price action is likely to take us next. Bitcoin is rapidly recovering from its 10,000 price drop. You guys asked for a dip, but did you seize the moment and take advantage of that, family? Here, looking at the Bitcoin 1 hour candle chart, TradingView shows Bitcoin clawing back more than half of its March 5th losses as we continue to soar. The day saw Bitcoin finally reclaim its all-time high from November 2021, but the whales were lying in wait for late longs on over-leveraged markets. That's right, quoting analysts here, there aren't less people wanting to own Bitcoin after this flush. This was a case of the big whales moving the market like a wave, sending thousands of over-leveraged or under-informed small fish into their mouths. And according to data from CoinGlass, the drop, which bottomed at 59.3 on Bitstamp, claimed over $1 billion in cross-crypto liquidations. The majority of these, clearly longs. Examining the market structure, a Catholic effect is visible, with funding rates across the exchanges seeing a modest reset from levels that the observers argued were unsustainable. Now, the open interest tells a similar story, but the latest estimates show this building in line with the Bitcoin price comeback after the initial $3 billion dollar flush. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin order book shows whales moving, ongoing. Trading resource material indicators shows whales potentially shifting expectations of what's to come. A block of bid liquidity on the largest exchange, Binance, has headed higher, providing what potentially cushioned the correction from 69,000, quoting the analyst here. On February 28th, the whales moved 54 million into Bitcoin USDT bid liquidity on Binance from 36 to the 38 range and turned it into a buy wallet at 52,000. The Fire chart shows today they moved more than half of that, 27 million, of that buy wall and converted it into a bid ladder that climbed from 60 to 65,000. Too early to tell if this will be the extent of the pullback for now, but it is clear a large entity either has concern that price won't dip to 52 or doesn't want to allow the price to go that low. Elsewhere, a popular comparison to the Bitcoin price behavior in late 2020 when the previous all-time highs were broken continues to circulate. How many of you remember then, fam? Holla. How many of you were involved? Then Bitcoin also saw a snap retracement, spending around 2 weeks below the new highs before finally breaking out. And that's right. So from 2020, after the COVID crash, I remember Bitcoin crashing from the 9,000 level to as low as 35. And a year later, November of 2021, we hit the 69,000 all-time high, just as a reminder of how fast Bitcoin can rip, family. Now, also breaking news, Arizona State Senate is considering adding Bitcoin ETFs to its state retirement portfolios. Can you say game theory? What if all the states end up doing the same thing? How lit would that be? Now, the high priest of Bitcoin is calling for 75,000 per Bitcoin by this Friday. It's currently Wednesday, March 6th. So ultimately by Friday, March 8th, 75 G's. If you agree with the high priest, put a 1 in that live chat. JV, I've also been calling for 74,000 this week. So I want to know your thoughts. And he also shares this chart right here. Bitcoin price action is lit like a mofo. Welcome, Ron Martin. Bitcoin is a hold for me and not minute by minute FOMO. Preach. I'd love to hear that. Where my long-term hodlers at, like Ron. Holla. Good day, fam. Preach. Dogecoin, says the crypto burger. The king is about to pump to probably 10,000 by next week. You're dreaming, Tony, but we could all dream. Hillbilly Will put a 1 right on. 75G, send it. Paul, Cat, 1. Good to note. Dankness in the building. Shout out to our mods. Good to see you, broski. How you been? Bitcoin doing its thing. Sean with a 1. Carrie with a 1. Joseph with a 1. Let's go. Love it.
Look, pump it up if your game and went long. When the dip hit, you just stay like King Kong.
Kaiser for president. What do you think, Kashib? Not my cup of tea. Juan, welcome, family. Been hodling since 11,600, says Hillbilly Will. Respect for that, family. Well done. Gotta love it.
Don't call it a comeback. Bitcoin's been there for years.
Damn right. Doing abs, listening to you. Love that, Alexander. What's good, JB? What's the second best crypto? That's a phenomenal question. We got to ask Sailor.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right?
The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
Precisely. What are your thoughts on Pepe? Not my cup of tea. I don't do the meme coins. I do the Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the only non-GMO corn available in the world right now. So, you know, I love my corn. And if I'm going to go non-GMO, which you have to nowadays, you got to keep it organic. You go with the Bitcoin, just saying. Fully deployed, no regrets. Love it. Jason Pena, let's go. Travis Hall, welcome forever. Laura. Kevin, 1, love it. Why so bearish? Prediction for tomorrow. I like SHIB as a spot leverage, says Kat. An example, get in and get out and buy Bitcoin with the winnings. Shout out Squirrel Bait. Now the party can start. Let's go. Good to see you, family.
More than 5 sats in your stack, then get it on. Had the people on my back to get a song.
Welcome, Exigent. Good to see you, family. But anyways, let's dive into our next story of the day. Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high in South Korea of 72,000. That's right. It's actually trading higher in South Korea. Let's break down why this is. Check it. Bitcoin price briefly reached a new all-time high of 96,734,000 South Korean won, which is $72,500 on March 5th, yesterday, 3 p.m. on Utbit, which is the largest crypto exchange in in South Korea. The price difference is known as the Kimchi Premium or Korea Premium Index and has been in an uptrend all along with Bitcoin price since early February. The Korean Premium Index rose from 5 on February to 6.8 on March 5th, from 28th to the 5th, according to on-chain data from CryptoQuant, as you can see here. Now, this coincided with the Bitcoin price hitting new all-time highs above 69,200 yesterday, March 5th, driven by continued inflows into the United States Bitcoin ETFs. The Bitcoin price rally is mainly driven by institutional demand in the U.S. Ho Chan Chung, as analysts at CryptoQuant told Cointelegraph, this isn't the case in South Korea. Since the country has no spot Bitcoin ETFs, retail spot buying mainly drives the rising Bitcoin price. The Kimchi Premium was first observed in 2016 and spotlighted in 2019's paper from the University of Calgary. And according to the researchers, between January 2016 and February 2018, South Korean Bitcoin exchanges witnessed an average of almost 5% higher prices than the exchanges in the United States. And during Bitcoin's bull run back in December of 2017, how many of you were around then when Bitcoin tapped 20,000? Holla. South Korean exchanges were trading Bitcoin nearly 50% higher than most exchanges worldwide. Like, whoa, causing the coin market cap to remove such Korean exchanges due to the extreme divergence in the prices from the rest of the world. And during the 2021 bull run, the Kimchi Premium peaked at 21.5% on May 19th when Bitcoin was trading at the 36th level, and before reaching its previous all-time high in November of 2021. Some traders are likely attempting to profit off these price differences. We call that arbitrage, right? From the various exchanges. However, this premium has mainly remained due to the market inefficiencies, particularly during strong uptrends. Meanwhile, amid the growing interest in Bitcoin, South Korea's financial watchdog reportedly considering allowing spot Bitcoin ETFs in the country. Game theory, which could ultimately end this price difference if approved, quoting him here. Amongst the authorities, I am one of those who are positive about the virtual assets, while there are others who are wary, and we need to hear their opinions as well. We are internally discussing it, said Lee Bak-hwen, governor of the Financial Supervisory Service, according to a Reuters report on March 5th. Now, back in January, South Korea's financial authorities said they didn't plan to regulate the sales of Bitcoin futures ETFs. However, it added that brokerage sales of spot Bitcoin ETFs could be in violation of the Capital Markets Act. The Korean Premium Index remains intact, with Bitcoin trading at around 93 million KRW on Upbit, which is roughly 70,000 USD at this time, while the Bitcoin price just recaptured 67,000 here in the United States in USD, or I should say worldwide, but USD prices here, family. So what are your thoughts, man? Anyone here from South Korea? Let me know. I visited their airport once. It was a while back. Traders are attempting to profit? No way. Why would they do such a thing? And did you see that one OG Bitcoiner from 2010? He unloaded a vast amount of Bitcoin. That was probably a part of why we cracked it so badly. So imagine getting started in Bitcoin in 2010 when it was pennies and then just offloading at 69,000 because it was like, whoa. Not sure if you guys saw that. Let's go. At what price will you eventually sell Bitcoin? Once you understand Bitcoin, you realize you would never sell it, because why would you trade the superior apex predator for the inferior monopoly money? I'm just asking. Maybe exchange USD for the Mexican peso, peso for Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin for the Korean fiat. I'm sure some people are figuring out some loopholes of how to capitalize on that arbitrage some way, somehow. How dare people take profit, right? Why would they do such a thing? But if you hold tens of thousands, why not? Good point. I would think that the person who was dumping mass Bitcoin yesterday from 2010 probably has tens of thousands of Bitcoins. Like, yeah, let me offload a few hundred of them. A few hundred bitties. You know what I mean? Buy some mansions. Do what you got to do. Lambo. We heard Kramer report that. Let's make mini party 70 G's. Why not? Let's get the party started, shall we?
We heard Kramer report that. Thank you. He said, we bought more bags. Till we got a sword back.
I remember 20,000 Bitcoin. Did you see freaking Kramer trolling Michael Saylor in Bitcoin yesterday? I had to chime in. You guys see my post? I commented. I said something like, "Hi, I'm Jim, and I'm an Illuminati puppet." And my agenda is to crash Bitcoin to appease my overlords. Go stonks. That was hilarious. 2010 whale has sold in the past. He is just selling chunks. The blocks he harvested were full of thousands of Bitcoin. Whoa. That's what's up, Mankey. I appreciate the clarity. I remember 20,000 Bitcoin. Good times, Tony. We now 3x that mofo. What if futures trading is not an option and the markets are stable? Precisely. Pump the dork. You can't short your dork. We can't afford that. Shout out Surge and shout out Little Bubble for the epic track, by the way.
Can't short your dork, we can't afford that.
You already know.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
So I want to know, guys, when are we going to hit this 75 G's? Let us know. There's a live poll right now with 365 votes. Will it be by Friday, as Max predicts and as JV predicts? Will it be next week? Will it be March? Will it be April? Will it be inevitable? Holla. I remember buying at 17 G's. I got mad because it went to 15,000. What a time. Makes for a great story. Jesse Oro, cheers. Lock Sky says, that's right. People are catching up. Mini party when we get to 70 G's. Pump watch this evening, fam. We continue like this. Already up 2,600 on the day. Let's go. And you guys were doubting Bitcoin. Are we going to go back to 40? Yesterday, right? Some of you guys were doubting it. Oh my God. 20s. Is Sol away, right? Hell no. Stable markets still 8 years away. As Sailor said, we're going to be on a 10-year bull run. An additional 10 years from here, family. Stocks buy higher, sell higher. Pretty much, Joseph. I love volatility. Yes, volatility is life force, and it equals opportunity. And that's a beautiful thing. It's the silver lining. Bitcoin corrected 10,000 yesterday. Every one of you had the opportunity to stack some sats on the low, right? Did you, is the question. It's inevitable. 70,000 incoming. Preach, Paul. We may see 70,000 today. What do you say? Never doubt Bitcoin, right? That's like doubting God. And Bitcoin is God hacking humanity. We don't doubt God, right? 35-year bull run. Bring it. Bitcoin, buy, don't sell. That's right. Again, very limited amount of non-GMO corn on the planet. And you want to get all the Bitcoin you can get. The only non-GMO certified cryptocurrency. I am surprised family and friends haven't asked me about Bitcoin yet. For real, Tony. Wow. Are they living under a rock? Because we're stacking our pet rocks, and our pet rocks are outperforming everything right now. You got to love it. Good stuff. Never sell. Tell them surge. But anyways, fam, we discussed the all-time high in South Korea of 72,000 USD right now. Let's discuss the latest from El Salvador. The headline reads, El Salvador Bitcoin holdings hit record 164 million as Bitcoin profits pass 50 million. Shout out to Bukele in El Salvador. Bitcoin held by the government of El Salvador is now worth more than 150 mil. The latest data from Bitcoin treasuries estimates El Salvador's Bitcoin holdings are up 50 million versus their cost base. So let's break it down. Bitcoin first appeared as legal tender in El Salvador in 2022, and since then the country's stash has gone from bear market rags to record riches. Take that, IMF. Since Bukele announced that the government would start purchasing 1 BTC per day, it has amassed approximately 2,380 Bitcoin worth $158.5 million. And at Bitcoin's new all-time highs as of yesterday, March 5th, this was worth 165 million, a full 53% more than El Salvador's aggregate cost basis. Each Bitcoin was purchased at an average price of 44,300. Now, Bukele, who was re-elected last month, criticized the mainstream media approaches to the government's economic policy. Quoting him here, when Bitcoin's market price was low, they wrote literally thousands of articles about our supposed losses. Now that Bitcoin's market price is way up, if we were to sell, we would make a profit of over 40% just from the market purchases. And our main source of Bitcoin is now our citizenship program. That's right, in which for $1 million in BTC, you could become an El Salvadoran citizen. Now, he also says we won't sell, of course. At the end, 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. This was true when the market price was low, and it's true now. But it is very telling that the authors of those hit pieces, the analysts, the experts, the journalists, are totally silent now. Tell them, Bukele. Now, despite the attention given to its Bitcoin pivot, El Salvador remains a lone wolf amongst nation states adopting the Bitcoin standard. Despite rumors of others in both South America and further afield following suit, no official announcement have yet been made. And amongst those most confident of nation state adoption is Samson Mao, whose company Jan3 aims to accelerate hyper Bitcoinization. That's right. In an appearance on the Bitcoin Pod, Mao listed nation states as one of the key buyers going forward. In addition to corporations and institutional buyers via the spot Bitcoin ETFs, quoting him here, as it keeps going up, you have price intensive buyers, he explained, including retail investors purchasing much smaller increments. And that's right. I also want to point out that Samson Mao, he orange pilled the president of Colombia, which has a population of over 40 million. In fact, the president of Colombia is now a Bitcoiner because he gifted him a cold storage wallet with over 100,000 Satoshis, and he documented it. We shared the receipts and the photos on the pod before. He also is doing God's work over in Mexico with Senator Indira Kempis with the adoption of Bitcoin. We also have countries in South America like Suriname that also announced they're going to be adopting Bitcoin by putting 1% Bitcoin from their central bank into Bitcoin. And we also have potentially, Brazil, massive population of over 200 million people. We have Argentina now with the president, Javier Milei. All of these countries are potential nation states to adopt Bitcoin. We also have the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We have Qatar. There's rumors. Also, Edward Snowden, the whistleblower, he shared about a week ago, I covered in the pod, that a nation state has been secretly purchasing Bitcoin, and they're going to be making the announcement this year. Could that be one of these countries? What are your thoughts, family? Bitcoin game theory in full effect. Let's freaking go.
Wait for the pump to come, we should have bought that. Crypto to zero, they really thought that.
Crypto to zero, they really thought that. Yeah.
60 G's, baby! It's a celebration.
It's a celebration. Anyone going to Bitcoin conference in Nashville, ask Lake the Great, Crypto Search, Peru. Let's not forget Peru, family. Don't sell, but spend. This was the Satoshi philosophy. I'm all in Bitcoin, but when I need to pay the power, I sell as much of the bill and pay them. Same with the groceries. Not only I hold Bitcoin, I live BTC. Love that, Bina. Much respect. Prez Petro is a jerk. We need him out of Colombia, says May 5-star. Are you in Colombia, May? Bought 1,000 Bitcoin in the Great Bitcoin Crash, March 5th, 2024. Nice. Congrats. U.S. residents, get some canned food and water. It's about to get rugged, and I want to keep my BTC. What up, JV and fam? What it do? JV coming through with the facts. Shout out Sammy G. Manny Fresh in the building. What up, JV? Shout out Manny Fresh. Bitcoin for a world reserve currency. Let's go. Peru. Bring it. Cannot wait. Many nations already mine Bitcoin, comprising of Iran and Russia. That's right. And Russia is opening up shop in Ethiopia, turning Ethiopia into a mining hub. We actually covered that a couple of weeks back. So there's a lot of adoption going on right now. Hungary is Snowden's country. Is it? Is that the one you're predicting he's talking about, family? We need somebody to orange pill New York City. Because it's the financial capital of the United States, I'm very sus about them adopting Bitcoin anytime soon. They'll probably be the last state to do so, in my humble opinion, but I hope I'm wrong, considering I'm from New York. I love New York, respect New York. Can you say New York City? Pump it up. Barack Monfils, welcome, family. US dollar is the true-ish coin. That's right. I'll take SHIB over the US dollar any day of the week. Just saying. Research bail-ins. That is the next to come from the central bail-ins. Okay. Bitcoin is main worldwide currency someday. Yes, it can become a world reserve currency. And when that happens, Bitcoin's going to be millions of dollars per coin. Also, there may be a basket of world reserve currencies. There may not just only be one option. You may have CBDCs and Bitcoin. What do you think the smart people are going to choose? Bitcoin. You already know. Sadly, NYC is burning. I know it's sad. It's depressing. I hope things change there. What up, Omar? Good to see you. Snowden is referring to Uzbekistan. Wow, Bobby Digital, why do you believe that? Let me know. Do you think Bitcoin can dump from now? I tell you guys every day, Bitcoin will continue trending towards $100,000 leading into the halving. There will be extreme corrections and volatility. That's to be expected. Yesterday, we had a $10,000 correction. It already recovered. We're back in the green. Keep that in mind. The dips will be more and more short-lived. So you have to seize the moment if you're looking for a discount on the biddies. I just bought $100 of Bitcoin. Am I late? Hell no. You're early, family. long-term perspective, looking 10 years into the future, you're an early adopter. For real, for real. Long live the Bitcoin Holio. Lock Sky, you're awesome, bro. The Bitcoin Holio. I need Bitcoin for my bunghole. 5 to 40% dips to be expected. Precisely, family. You guys remember the 90% dips? Let's make a mini party. Bring it. 2025 is going to melt faces. Let's go. I can't discuss something I know nothing about, Skybucks. Thanks, bud. You're welcome, Vivian. Appreciate you. Shout out Spy Craft, U.S. security gadget since 1998. Bitcoin is going north for a long time, maybe forever. Not south? Exactly. We're on a 15-year bull run that ain't slowing down anytime soon. Still waiting for BitConnect to pump. I've been saying that for the last year and a half, and I can proudly say I have finally 1.2 BTC. Massive shout out to Primo Locksmith. That's what's up, family. Legendary. Cosmocom, what up, fam? Good to see you. We in so early. There are so many people that don't know. What is Bitcoin? Precisely. And as long as people don't know, they don't know what they don't know. So we're early. The bear's face melted off, and I put him in a bear rug. Good to see that. We all need bear rugs. In fact, that's a bear rug that Nipsey's bed is on right behind me. Where do you think I got that rug from? Hunting season, family. Bitcoin fam channel, no alts here, says Cat Press. The S-curve is real, fam, says Paul. Who is the one Bitcoin YouTuber who walks on his videos every time? Walks on his videos? I don't know. I don't know who you're referring to. There's probably, I'll be honest, there's probably over 1 million Bitcoin YouTube channels. But there's only one Crypto News Alerts. Keep that in mind. Congrats to the whole coiners, amen. It's going up forever, Laura. Where do you buy the Bitcoin? You can buy it on any exchange that sells it. You can go to CoinMarketCap, click on Bitcoin and see all the top exchanges by trading volume and all that good stuff. The largest clearly is going to be Binance. And for the States, it's going to be Coinbase. But you also have apps now such as Cash App, Swan, Strike. Bitcoin is available everywhere. Even on PayPal. I just don't recommend PayPal. Hate them personally. Jason Casper, shout out Lazarus Shininu. Is that a new one? May Allah. Cryptos Are Us. Shout out Cryptos Are Us. George. We're all George. George does that every Sunday. Good to note. Look forward to the show when Bitcoin hits 1 million. Me too. How many subs are we going to have when Bitcoin hits 100,000? And how many subs will we have when Bitcoin hits 1 million per coin? Right now we're sitting at roughly 71,000 subs. So you can pretty much say my subs are correlated with the Bitcoin price right now. Big difference from your ridiculous 10 million yesterday, wouldn't you say? Well, it's not ridiculous. That prediction was $10 million like by the year 2045. So that was actually a pretty bearish target, to keep it 100 with you guys. So just note, when you see a title and you see a number that's big, like today, 355,000, or yesterday, 10 million, that doesn't mean today or tomorrow. There's actually a timeline. Hence in the title, it says by this date. And you actually got to watch the show and you can figure out what date that is. So just FYI there, the church hall is going to explode. Is there tax implications if you buy off of a foreign exchange? I'm not the tax expert, but I don't see why it would matter what kind of exchange you buy it from, in my opinion. We should have 100,000 subs already. Amen, Dankness. Tell them.
Again, you can call me 3AC because I'm blowing it up. Short squeeze, more please, yeah, it's going to pump.
I feel like a genius buying since right after the FTX crash. Well done. Thank you, Bankman Fried, for the discounted biddies.
They drop foot, but it's still not slowing it up. I can't wait till the Fed starts showing us love.
Can't wait till the Fed starts showing us love. Bring it.
If it's not going to zero, it's going to 1 million.
Now, we all know Bitcoin is the best asset.
Tell him, Michael. There's not even
You
a
agree?
debate. Agreed.
And there is no second best asset.
There's one heated igloo on the North Pole.
74,000 by Saturday, says Joel. Send it. Shout out Fresh. Just gifted 10 memberships, MicroStrategy memberships to the channel, to the following: Tony, 8 Point, Big Daddy Woo. Welcome, Jennifer. Good to see you, family. B Bitcoin, Julian, Casey, Little Red Big Smile, J Fizz, Makia 20. You've all been hooked up and blessed with the membership of the channel on behalf of Fresh 6. So show Fresh 6 some love in that live chat. Thank you, Fresh 6. That was very kind of you. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive into our next story of the day and discuss what's on everyone's mind right now is the Bitcoin ETFs, the volume, and what's popping right now. And this is what's driving the price action, just FYI. The BlackRock iShares Bitcoin Trust IBIT ETF recorded its highest daily inflows of 788 million on March 5th yesterday, exceeding the previous all-time high of 612 million February 28th. It's a snowball, family. In fact, check out this tweet from this morning. IBIT is over $500 million in volume within 45 minutes of the stock market opening. That's today, family. These numbers are absolutely nuts for a brand new ETF. So it looks like we're on track for another record-breaking Bitcoin IBIT ETF day for BlackRock. The Bitcoin ecosystem recently reached 2 landmark milestones, which is the new all-time high of 69,300 yesterday, March 5th, price discovery mode, and an influx of spot ETF investments in the U.S. Data from investment management company Farside showed total inflows of 683 million on the day. Bitcoin reached the all-time high. Pretty impressive, especially consider it's only been live for less than 2 months now. I think it was January 11th where they officially went live. Of the 10 approved ETFs, the GBTC and Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin ETF were the only 2 to record net outflows of 332 mil and 14 million respectively yesterday, March 5th. The day's net inflows were primarily fueled by IBIT, supported by Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund with 125 million, and the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF at 3.7 million, and the ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF at 63 million, and the Franklin Bitcoin ETF FBTC at 3.6 mil, as well as the Van Eck Bitcoin Trust at 3.5 mil, and the Wisdom Tree Bitcoin ETF at 6.6 mil. The Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF, on the other hand, recorded 0 of inflows. In total, the Bitcoin ETF ecosystem netted 8.5 billion of inflows to date, even after considering GBTC's consistent outflows, which now stand at roughly $10 billion. Now, historical data confirms that IBIT and FBTC bring in the largest inflows into the ecosystem, in addition to never reporting net outflows. IBIT and FBTC contributed to over $9 billion and $5 billion in total as of yesterday, March 5th. In contrast, GBTC's Bitcoin holdings have fallen 33% from 620,000 BTC at the time of its conversion to an ETF to about 420,000. Can you say 420 at the time of this live stream? So yeah, they were the largest holder of Bitcoin in the world with 620,000 BTC. And I believe Coinbase is the custodian for GBTC. But now after all their outflows since the ETFs, they now still have 420,000, which is a divine number, family. Supported by heavy investments and an ongoing bull run, the combined trading volume of the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs is over $10 billion to date. And quoting Bloomberg analyst Eric Balchunas, these are banana numbers for ETFs under 2 months old. Agreed, man. Now bring it. So pretty impressive. As I mentioned, today is going to be another historic day as far as the volumes of inflows into the ETFs, and I don't think they're slowing down anytime soon. And what's going to happen, family, when we get more game theory from the ETFs, the ones out of Hong Kong, which are soon to be launched, the ones out of El Salvador, and maybe some states, as we already mentioned a little earlier in the show. Game theory in play, fam. Let's go. Would you consider someone a whole coiner if they have 70,000 worth of ETH? A whole coiner of Ethereum, a whole coiner of Bitcoin means you hold 1 Bitcoin. It doesn't mean you have 1 Bitcoin worth of an altcoin, just to be clear. So whole coiner means you're holding on to 1 Bitcoin. Bitcoin will never go under 50,000 ever again. Agreed, Bobby Digi. Stuck in dollars. Shout out Lisa. MSTR is destroying IBIT and Coin Fam. Also post having many double sum of all of these. What it do? JV Oregon in the casa. Shout out Tony Oregon in the building. Let's go. Better late than never. JV, why so early? What up, K-Jam? I don't know if you're referring to the stream. Today we started the stream 45 minutes ago at, what was that, 12 Eastern. Now, I know the clock is going to change soon, so Puerto Rico will be in alignment with Eastern time, which I'm looking forward to. It means I get to stream at the same time by me, but it'll be typically, an hour later than what we're used to when we do the early stream. But also that's the importance of making sure you have notifications turned on, as every day I stream at practically a different time, family. BlackRock is the only 10 million away from MicroStrategy. Whoa, mind-boggling, fam. When is your next signal? Nipsey is going to give us a signal later when we do the Q&A, and we'll see if it's a buy signal. I made my mama a whole coiner. Congratulations, Quinn. Well done, family. Shout out to the mama. What about Polkadot and Uniswap, bro? I am bullish on Uniswap. I think it's a fantastic decentralized exchange, and Polkadot was extremely bullish last year, so if it performs anything remotely close to what it did last cycle, I'm also bullish on Polkadot. Being a whole coiner sucks because when you sell, it's over. Being a dual coiner, brokey is the move. I love the slang there, the brokey. Shout out to the Tates. Yes, the stream. What's your schedule for this week? So tomorrow we're going to be streaming early again. Friday we're going to be streaming early. Then Saturday. Actually, sorry, correction. Tomorrow we'll be streaming early. Friday we'll be back to our normal 3 p.m. schedule. And then for the whole week, it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, so that's cool. And then the following week it changes. So every week it changes. Family, because I am a father. I am a full-time papa. Check the daily percentage change. iBit versus MicroStrategy. Kaiser 74,000 for real. Yeah, he's for real. MSTR owns it, but Bitcoin, whereas BlackRock is just holding it for the clients. So I think it. Right on. Welcome, Indonesia. Can I get some Indonesia? Let's go. Indo. I like indica. 3 p.m. sounds fire. Thank you, family. Let's go. Welcome, everyone. Just joining the stream.
Peer to peer, bit the suckers to fear. Making fierce tears rain down like a monsoon. To the bench.
60 G's, baby!
Nate Diaz, you just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised, mother.
Bitcoin's not surprised, motherfrickers. Dogecoin, let's go Philippines. Volume isn't as high today as it was for the past 2 days. That was insane. Are you talking specifically about ETF volume or just in general for the biddies? You're in Puerto Rico? You're damn straight. Puerto Rico representing since 2018, family. JV seems like he would be a blast to hang out with. I appreciate that, Quinn. Y'all gonna have the opportunity to hang with JV here, Puerto Rico side for the 100K Fiesta. Make sure you're a part of the Discord. We're starting to plan it. Let's go. Where's the real Gary Gensler at? I don't know, Gary. You've been kind of quiet out here, if you know what I mean.
Too many frauds and scams.
These clowns trying to take us down. What a guy. Wow, what a guy. Wow, what a guy.
What is it about Bitcoin that causes you to conclude it is not a security?
Well, one is there's no group of individuals in the middle.
Right, it's
there's
decentralized.
No group of
Shut up, Gary.
And let me just say,
Guess who's back?
Gary's back?
Individuals in the middle.
Right.
That are.
My point is, it is not reasonable to fail to provide clarity.
No Claire Gare in the building.
Back again.
I'm just.
Gary's back. Tell a friend.
Love the Nate Diaz soundbite. Train with him. What? You train with him, Prodigy? That's lit. Diaz is a legend. Love Nate and Nick. JV is the man for real. Don't underestimate CNA. He brings the best daily crypto news. $100,000 party soon in Puerto Rico. Salute. Dankness. Greatly appreciate all your support, broski. You the man. Bitcoin's back. Tell a friend. Not Gary. Gary Gensler. Busy getting a haircut. Yep. That is hilarious. Bitcoin is long term. The alts are 7-Eleven scratch off. That's a good analogy right there, family. Chica, 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 chica. Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Gary. Tell him. You already know. But anyways, fam, we still got a lot to cover. Let's discuss some bullish targets, shall we? We discussed the ETFs. Now let's discuss $200,000 by June. We're in March, so April, May, June. Can anyone sense with their spider senses tingling like Spider-Man? $200,000 within the next 90 days? Well, let's discuss it, and then we'll dive into a $355,000 price prediction by the one and only crypto expert, Tone Vays. Got a lot of respect for Tone, and then we'll dive into some live Q&A, family, as Bitcoin continues to pump it up. That's right. So 2024 has already been quite spectacular, as you know. Bitcoin, for one, added more than 60% of value in about 2 months, skyrocketing to new all-time highs, which is currently 69,300-ish. The previous all-time high that the asset broke, its price tripled last time this happened, following 3 months or so. If something similar is to happen again, Bitcoin could be on the verge of going well into the six-figure price territory, as the Bitcoin Archive points out here in a tweet he shared yesterday. Fun fact, the last time Bitcoin broke the previous all-time high, the price more than tripled in just 103 days. That's right, 3 months, family. That would take Bitcoin to $145,000 by June if it is repeated. So what are your thoughts on that? I mean, look at the chart. The charts clearly don't lie. And then he corrected that number and put $207,000 posting on the run. So yeah, man, could you imagine that? 210% increase in 103 days, taking us to over $200,000 per biddy. Holla. 2021 was a big year for Bitcoin as the asset jumped from 69,000 in November amid the hype around the approved futures ETFs. However, the next year was entirely different, with numerous industry crashes, bankruptcy, as well as macroeconomic challenges such as war and inflation. Consequently, Bitcoin slumped hard and went below 20,000 by 2022's end. And last year began on a more positive note, and things picked up even more when the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, filed for their spot Bitcoin ETF in June. Numerous other financial giants followed, and the sentiment regarding the approval of such products changed it to a matter of time. Bitcoin reacted to that height, which the price increases and jumped to over 40,000 by the beginning of this year, 2024. Those financial products were indeed approved in mid-January, which led to immediate volatility. However, the record-setting inflows eventually resulted in a more sustainable increase in the Bitcoin price action. This culminated yesterday when Bitcoin broke its previous all-time high, set on November 10th, 2021. Given the upcoming halving scheduled to take place in roughly 45 days, the Bitcoin price movements after each of the previous ones, there's even more hype that the asset will keep rising in value. That's right. It's going up forever, Laura. If history repeats as shown in that tweet I just shared with you, Bitcoin can exceed $200,000 per coin by June in the next 100 days. Should that happen, its market cap will be around $4 trillion. The collective total market cap as of today, just FYI, is $2.5 trillion, making Bitcoin bigger than Microsoft and Apple, according to the current prices. So move over Microsoft, move over Apple. Now, what were to happen if hypothetically a company like Apple started accepting Bitcoin, right? Or Amazon, the largest marketplace in the world, started accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment? That could send the price parabolic as well. And what if Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, a few days ago he surpassed Elon again on paper to becoming the world's richest man? What if he is already a Bitcoin billionaire and hasn't announced it yet? There was recently photos of him rubbing elbows with Saylor, and you know anyone around Saylor is being orange pilled. Just saying. Let me know your thoughts on that, fam. Shout out Barack Monfils. Greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for that, super. Let's go. Fundamentals like Pumpdamentals is a deflationary asset. What does that say? Kryptonian? Starbucks or Skybucks, my bad. 15 years from now, the dollar and the euro are dead. More than likely, I don't think they have a 15 years left in them. What do you think? When do you think the dollar will be replaced? We'll live in a paperless society as far as paper money. And I guess that's called the cashless society, right? And have CBDCs. By what year do you think that will be in play at a place here in the United States? Let me know your thoughts. 67,200, continue to pump, family. Let's go.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Provide the definition of exactly where on this continuum you have a sufficient common enterprise that it qualifies as a security and where you don't. You've said Bitcoin doesn't. Some of your colleagues have said Ethereum doesn't.
Gary, we want a straight answer, buddy.
But a reasonable developer who wants to comply with this doesn't know where that line is drawn.
So a common enterprise. I think about a group of individuals in the middle. That developer is in the middle, and the investing public's betting on them, counting on them, even if...
KJam, I CNA people at line in Walmart, wherever I am. I appreciate you orange pilling them. Need to make some business cards instead of showing them the CNA channel on my cell phone. Right on, family. I appreciate that respect. And if that's not bullish enough, add the ETFs, the future of the Bitcoin insane. They just welcomed a 1.3 trillion asset to a 900 trillion market. Love that. Primo's locksmith. Tell them I won't touch CBDCs with a 10-foot pole. I will live off my Bitcoin if I have to. 2030, when we own nothing and we're happy. Yes, eating bugs. We'll live in one now, JB. The only thing that we don't have are the CBDCs. Good point. They are coming, though. Agreed with you there, Jennifer. JB is not a comic book kid, which is all good. CBDCs will be rejected, says Skybuck. I hope humanity rejects it. I rejects it. I just don't have a lot of faith in the average person. It's like the blind leading the blind, if you know what I mean. All they got to do is pay all the influencers in Hollywood. Wow, these CBDCs are incredible. If you convert all your cash into the CBDC, you get a 5% bonus. This is amazing. So much better than Bitcoin. And people be like, oh my God, this is right. You know what I mean? J-Lo recommends it. Just saying, people can be very easily misled as the world is misled, right? We are pumping, says Omar. But of course, the Bitcoiners will reject it because we don't need your CBDC. Bitcoin is the antidote to the CBDC. Take that, Gary.
I've created some guidelines because all of my overlords told me to stop crypto shops. They got bigger.
Love the show, JB. Thanks, Mr. Bone Daddy. Biddies over buggies. There you go. Got my sister a candle for her birthday and a gift bag. Was talking in the kitchen about Bitcoin. Didn't end well. I took my candle and replaced it with a rock from her bag. That's the funniest thing I've ever read, KJam. You're hilarious, bro. Will another crash happen today? I think it's a pump day. Yesterday was the correction day. Bitcoin pump to pump my dreams. This is dedicated to you, big dog.
Flag on the chart got me blowing a nut.
Pump Bitcoin. You got it, Sammy. I appreciate y'all. But anyways, family, now for our feature story of the day, let's discuss Bitcoin surprising people to the upside, according to veteran trader Tone Vays, who predicts Bitcoin can hit $355,000 by this date, according to this chart in which he shared. So let's break this baby down. If you're just joining us, pump the likes to pump the stream, family. Let's freaking go. That's right. Tone Vays believes Bitcoin will go beyond people's expectations during this particular market cycle. Back in March of 2023, Vays predicted Bitcoin will rally to 200,000 at some point the following year. And in a new strategy session, the trader now tells his subs that with the launch of the spot ETFs earlier this year, Bitcoin is now in a position to surge well above his target, witness a longer bull market, and rally higher for longer. Let's go. Quoting him here, what does it mean now that we have the ETFs? It means that we are likely going higher than I anticipated. We could make the bull market go longer than I anticipated, or the most beautiful combination of all. We go higher and longer. It is going to be obvious, one of those three, obviously. Once we break 84 to 85,000 per Bitcoin, even if we break it next week, I think it is going to be very difficult for Bitcoin to ever go below $65,000 ever again. Maybe I'm being a little too optimistic. I think this time it is going to be a little different. Let me know if you agree with that sentiment, that if we tap 84, 85, we'll never see another 65,000 Bitcoin price ever again. He continues, I think Bitcoin is going to surprise people to the upside because all those people who were wrong last time about Bitcoin going to 250,000 or 300,000 a coin, this time those seem to be the reasonable price projections. Let me know if you agree. And according to his chart up here on your screen, he seems to suggest the Bitcoin will rally to $355,000 per coin by April 2027. 2027. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Tone Vays. And to watch this video he did entitled Bitcoin Might Hit the All-Time High on this stream. And I guess lo and behold, we did. So congrats there, buddy. Check the show notes below the video in the description. And let's discuss this 355,000 price target as Bitcoin price continues to pump live and in the flesh right now. As you can see, we just reclaimed 67,500. Let's freaking go. We're so close to hitting 70,000, 74,000. Can I get 100,000 milestone? Yes, 6 figures is absolutely in play. Max Kaiser, as I mentioned earlier, already called for 75,000 by Friday. What's so pretty and awesome about price discovery mode, which is currently sitting at 69,300, is Bitcoin can do anything it wants. This is unprecedented times. We've never had this type of bullish momentum ever. Last cycle, when we hit the 69,000 all-time high, that was driven primarily off of retail. There was no institutional FOMO. There was no BlackRock buying up over $500 million worth of Bitcoin within the first 45 minutes of the Wall Street trading session like they just did today, right? You didn't have a dozen asset managers all collectively freaking trying to snatch up as much Bitcoin on the open markets as they can. Yeah, right now there's only 900 newly minted Bitcoin per day being awarded to the miners. So if BlackRock alone is purchasing up over 15,000 Bitcoin, you do the math. There's going to be a massive supply shock. The Bitcoin on the exchanges is at an all-time low we haven't seen in roughly 7 years. So once all the Bitcoin dries up, and now it's a fact that the 80% of all the Bitcoin supply is in the hands of the long-term hodlers. As long as you're unwilling to sell to BlackRock, the prices have to go up because they have to bribe people holding Bitcoin to get rid of their Bitcoin at higher prices, which is why we're witnessing pumps like this live and in the flesh right now. So JV is predicting 100,000 this year is a given. It's inevitable. People like Jennifer here on our channel and like Adam Back are predicting $100,000 leading into the halving, pre-halving. Stock to flow shows us $100,000 post-halving, floating between 100,000 and $1 million between this halving in 2024 and the next halving of 2028. Stock to flow also shows us as of March 1st, it is official. Stock to flow model basically shows the first red bull market dot. That means bull market momentum. Let's freaking go. I couldn't be more bullish right now. You already know. I mean, Bitcoin, it can do anything it wants. It's on its own trajectory. It's on its own vector. It's decoupled from the stock market. Here's one thing I do know, though. Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to increase your purchasing power, and the US dollar monopoly fiat Ponzi tulip bowl money is mathematically guaranteed to decrease your purchasing power. So what does that say? It means start treating Bitcoin as a savings, if not already. Saving in Bitcoin. Do not save in the dollar. Only keep dollars in the bank you're willing to lose. You'll lose 20 to 30% per year in inflation. Big whoop. Gold is up a few percent, hit an all-time high per ounce, just surpassed $2,100. Big deal. You're losing still to inflation at the end of the day. So move whatever assets you have into the apex predator if you want to gain purchasing power. Simple as that. Bitcoin guaranteed to go up. 67,500, just like in this live stream right now, it's going to continue to go up. Will there be pullbacks? Of course. Will there be volatility? Of course, right? I preach that every day. Expect extreme volatility leading into the halving. Even post-halving, expect extreme volatility. Volatility is a beautiful thing. We welcome it. Volatility equals opportunity. Volatility, according to Saylor, equals life force, and the force is strong with BTC, right? So stack sats accordingly, or forever hold your peace. There will become a time where we never see below 65,000 ever again. And if you're to ask me, JV, I don't own any Bitcoin, is now a good time or should I wait till after the halving? I'm going to tell you, now is always the best time. Pre-halving, family, because post-halving, we may be above 100,000. You'll never see potentially sub 100,000 ever again. No guarantee there. Anything can happen, but I'm just trying to tell you, right? Now is always an excellent time to buy. Look at Michael Saylor. MicroStrategy now has roughly, what, $15 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. They only purchased $6 billion worth. Saylor launched a speculative attack on the US dollar and on the central banking cartels by borrowing money at virtually a 0% interest rate and just buying as much Bitcoin as they allow him to buy. And he's going to continue to do so. He just made an announcement 2 days ago. MicroStrategy is purchasing an additional $600 million worth of Bitcoin, and they ain't stopping there. His goal is to have 1 million Bitcoin, which is roughly 5% of the circulating supply on their balance sheet, right? And they currently only have 193,000, is it? Was that roughly 200,000 biddies? Right? They're going to have over 1 million. He's not slowing down. El Salvador is not slowing down. Kathy Wood, ARK Invest, not slowing down. Fidelity sure as hell ain't slowing down. BlackRock, snowball effect. They're gaining momentum. Shout out to anyone who just subbed. I greatly appreciate the support. All I'm trying to say is this party is just freaking getting started. You look at the price now, like, oh my God, all-time high. Not a good time to buy. Could have got it at 30. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. We all coulda, shoulda, woulda. Bought Bitcoin 15 years ago at virtually nothing. But guess what? Everyone pays for Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Facts. So stack your biddies accordingly. Have a long-term trajectory. 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles from now. Generational wealth. You will not be disappointed. It's the greatest savings to ever exist. Not only is it a store of value, it's immutable, it's borderless, it's unconfiscatable, it's incorruptible. There's a finite limited supply. It's pristine collateral. It's perfect money. Don't get me started. But anyways, family, let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price trajectory is likely heading into the halving, and when do you feel we're likely to smash that $74,000 target I have in the live poll right now. Let me know. There's currently 719 votes. By Friday, next week, March or April, holla. Now let's dive into some live Q&A, family, shall we? Keep buying at the top. Started from the bottom, now we here. Big money buying at these prices says something exactly, Jay Jimenez. And congratulations on everyone who got the front run BlackRock. Doesn't it feel good? Let's go. But JV, I have bifocals and lettuce hands. Damn you, Portnoy. Just buy and hodl already. You're already worth over $100 million. I mean, what the, for Christ's sake. Just saying. Trip 6 Flicks. What it do? We're going to smash it today, family. What are your thoughts?
Thing, let me do my thing. You know we bout as long as a piece of string.
100K by the halving. Peter Schiff on a podcast today, still trying to get everyone to buy gold and silver. Sorry, Peter. Yes, and Bitcoin already tapped freaking silver's market cap, and it's coming for gold next. Bring it. Diamond hands and laser eyes. We so early, that's for surely. I don't even care about price. Shout out Robbie P for those bars. Thank you, KJam, for the reminder. I am a website on the internet. Claim the guy from MicroStrategy was, what is that? A bum or a drug addict? He was not losing. I don't know what you're talking about there. Was it possible to buy Bitcoin when it first went live? Probably not. Probably had to know something no one else knew. Keep this in mind. The more convenient it will become to buy Bitcoin, the higher the price will be. Hence, 15 years ago, it was probably virtually impossible to buy it or understand how to buy it. Hence why it was virtually free. And over the years, the easier it becomes, the higher the price, right? That's just how it is. Love the hopium. Thank you, Dinner. I got to give you the daily dose from the hopium bong. The day before the halving, $93,000, Laura. This week, definitely at least 74,000. I think we're going to hit 100,000 mid-month this month. Let's go. I hope Jennifer's right. I always appreciate and respect your bullishness. Thank you. Meta DZ. Welcome, family. Number one daily pod. Holla at your boy. God bless Satoshi Nakamoto. God bless him. Bro, I bought Jasmine long, and now it's whoa. Well, thank Bitcoin, because all the money is flowing into crypto because Bitcoin, the only non-GMO corn available.
Fast, but you do your ass. Come on, lose your cash because it's moving fast.
And that is why we are here, right? Because we need an asset. Bitcoin is the best. There is no second best.
Either nothing, right? If it's nothing, then it's getting scrubbed out and banned.
Barek, cheers, family. 150 before the halving. I love your bullishness, broski. Let's go.
And of course, we now know that it's not getting banned, right?
Kingston says agree with Jennifer. Bring it.
There's no way that Fidelity, Citadel, BlackRock, Charles Schwab, Deutsche Bank, Credit Agricole.
Tell him, Michael.
The human race has never had an effective money. Banco Santander all decide they're interested in it.
Just like real corn, it rises out from the ish. The only people who lose money on Bitcoin in the long run are those who short the big orange coin or sell for a loss. Yeah, silly shorters, man. Cheers. Central Intelligence equals Satoshi Nakamoto, says Ron Walker.
Yes, right. They're not endorsing a tulip bulb.
Welcome Dinner, 1966. It's not an ideal environment to learn discipline and knowledge required for you to do that. Cheers, Data Biter. Congrats to everyone who just got gifted and blessed by Lock Sky. Just gifted 5 memberships. Congratulations, y'all. KC, Kisan, Crypto Soul, Ernest Lee, and Joel De Leon. you've all been hooked up with the MicroStrategy membership of the channel on behalf of LockSky. LockSky is a legend. I greatly appreciate you, family. There used to be a website where every time you visited, they gave you a Bitcoin. No joke. I know, ain't that crazy? It was like, wow. No one even wanted Bitcoin. Insanity. I mean, for Christ's sake, the first transaction was 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. 10,000 Bitcoin? Crazy. Do you think Bitcoin will bounce back in a few hours? What do you mean bounce back? Bounce back, it already did. We hit 59 and we just bounced back to 67. Will it continue bouncing? Yes. Bounce, bounce. Come on, bounce. Yo, loving the stream. What's the name of the pump it up sample? Yeah, so there's a few. The Little Bubble one is from Little Bubble. Pump It Up, Joe Budden remix.
Do your thing, let me do my thing. BlackRock, pump it up.
And this is the traditional one I know Jennifer loves. If you just type in probably Bitcoin Pump It Up, that's probably the one you'll find because that's the one we've had for cycles now. Keep bouncing to the trampoline pops. I love it. Almost a God candle, family. Send it. Bounce, bounce. Come on, bounce. Yeah, dog training in the early 2000s for Bitcoin. Shout out Jennifer. Incredible. That's right. K-Jam just gave us the entire name. Thank you, family. For those that want to download that track. I mean, when we hit 59 Gs, JPAX, 59. Yeah, we hit 59 yesterday. So we already bounced back. We're back. We're here. You know what I mean? Red panty night, as Connor says. 60 Gs, baby. I wonder if the guy still has them. Probably not. I mean, what's the likelihood of someone acquiring, let's hypothetically say 10,000 Bitcoin 15 years ago and never selling them and just watching the price, go from $10, $100, $1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 70,000. However, smart money, of course, hasn't touched their Bitcoin since then, but the average person is not that smart, and the average person could not foresee Bitcoin being worth 67,000 today back when it was worthless. Facts. 19, JV always wondering something. Most coins tend to go up when Bitcoin is up and go down when Bitcoin is down, but there are other coins who do not follow that pattern. What's up with that? Which coins are you talking about? We always do a market watch, and typically we follow the top coins. There's probably 100,000 coins for all I know, so there's infinite amounts of coins. But you definitely note that when Bitcoin doesn't perform well, the alts typically always get wrecked, right? The majority, at least when we're looking at the top of the market, by the top of the market cap. The lower, market cap coins can maybe do their own thing because there's barely any money in them. But all the top coins with, billions of dollars in market cap, they're definitely affected directly by how Bitcoin performs. So it's virtually impossible for any altcoin to perform well if Bitcoin's not doing well, right? Bitcoin takes the glory, leads the pack, and then it flows into the alt market. Typically how it works every time. That's what I did. Walked into Fidelity at 17,000 with 130 Bitcoin, and dude stole it. So what? What do you mean stole it? No account worth millions would stay silent for 10 years without taking slices. Could it be possible you're going to hit 59 or 63 like that again? Well, the people that would be silent and never touch it is people who maybe have a good career and never needed to use the money, and they treated Bitcoin as a savings, and it's like, yo, I have a career, I make enough money to pay my bills, but eventually you would think, yo, we got to cash in something and buy some whatever people like to buy. More Bitcoin. I don't know. What do you mean stole it? Yeah, any coins would have been sold then. Oh, do you meant sold it? Bitcoin is the sun of the solar system. Yes, right, it's the solar plexus. Right. Don't you know Pump It Up? I know all about it. What do you guys know about Pump It Up? Caught up with the stream. Now JB doesn't sound like a gerbil with the normal speed. I like JV gerbil speed. 2-3x. Imagine listening to me at 2-3x when I already speak pretty damn fast. Larry Pedro from Dothan, Alabama. Cheers, Larry. Appreciate you. Took my key when I asked him to put it in my check account and changed it. What? I doubt my lowercase and slash my X's. I doubt my lower nice. I'm high and long. I love it, Jason. That's the way to be, high and long. Is it a good idea to buy now? What do you guys say to Kazua? Is it a good time to buy now? Kazua wants to know. Bought in at 11 and went to 12 to sell it at 17. That's the average person, right? They get in at 11. Wow, we're up to 17. Sold. Crazy. Can Shiba pump? I don't know. I just turned 18 today. Congratulations, the Shell. Happy birthday, broski, and thanks for spending it with us. What coin should I buy? That's a great question for the chat. What coin should the birthday boy buy? Holla. Always a good time, says but. Trust no one. You get it in around 3,700 large pizza for 1 Bitcoin now. Wow, 3,800 pizzas for 1 Bitcoin. It's like a lifetime supply. I don't think no one could eat 3,000 Bitcoins in their life. I mean, Bitcoins, pizzas. Maybe Dave Portnoy doing the pizza reviews, but that's the exception. No, Fidelity is not your bank. Trust no one. Exactly. Data says buy Bitcoin. Data says hodl. There's no second best. Pump it up. Buy now, says Tony. John says B for Bitcoin. What coin, birthday boy? Bitcoin. Smash the top, pump the likes, pump the stream. Bought it at 2011 at 70 cents and sold again at 17,000. Wow. So you were well ahead of the curve, bro. How'd you get introduced to Bitcoin, MJ? Because I want to know how you discovered it in 2011 when no one else really was on no one's radar unless you were like a cypherpunk. Capital B, John. Buy bonk. That's bonkers, fam. Always buy the Bitcoin. Wow, careful. I eat loads of pizza. Yeah, man, you get a whole 3,800 for 1 Bitcoin. Dump it up. T-money. Bought it at the bottom, now we here. Bought the biddies at the bottom, now my whole crew freaking here. Bitcoin will survive, the second best will starve. Exactly. I told my family, forget about the profit, just focus on the quantity because it is only accessible through the ETF, says Jason Pena. Why is buying Bitcoin different on the crypto platforms? How does that work? Well, every platform has their own ecosystem, so the price is going to vary depending upon, the buy-sell orders. I got in on 2013 for the black market. Whoa, black market for the win. I was seeing Bitcoin go up in 2021. And it went down and back up again, and I had no money, and also I had a loan going on. Dog whiff. Yeah, whiff is the top gainer, believe it or not. Take a whiff of that. 1984, we required computer science in high school. Whoa. That's what's up. Wells Fargo had a ban on buying Bitcoin in the beginning. Screw Wells Fargo. It used to be my bank back in the day. I still borrowed as much money as Wells Fargo. I didn't tell them what I was going to do with it. I took the largest loan I could possibly get, right? And I just bought all the Bitcoin with it. So I pulled the Michael Saylor, only it wasn't $1 billion loan. I wish they would have given me a billy. There was chat in some games I played back in the days about mining this internet, money to buy stuff, RPGs. I remember Final Fantasy VII. First-person shooters, all that live multi-person stuff had some chat about the nerd good-to-note data. I think I had eaten more than 3,000 pizzas easily. Whoa, you're just on a new level, man. Second best coin. There is no second best Onyx. Started building ledger code and long before the tech was ready. Wow. Bulls are back in town. I actually had my old cold wallet in my passport when I moved, and I had a Bitcoin for a long time now. Wow. Jennifer is an OG. Loving your show. Thank you, DNA Noonan. Always appreciate you, fam. I wish I bought 50,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2012. Whoa. Yeah, man. You'd be a billionaire probably. Bought Bitcoin in 2017 for 3,500. Smart, David. I bought my first Bitcoin in 2017 for roughly 1,500. It hurts for me for this much gain, but those who have seen it's going for 10 years will be crying. How much Bitcoin do you have? Never tell them how much Bitcoin you have. Never reveal. Never teach the Wu-Tang your secret manual. Just saying. It's not advantageous, family. I definitely don't have any ego to ever share what I have and what I don't have. That's fact. I made 33% profit on Ethereum yesterday. Congratulations, Skybuck. I only wish I had actually around 2 mining some back when the rewards were massive. I intended to, never got it. Ouch. How the stoners get wealthy. Did you notice Bitcoin halving is the start of the Taurus season? Go Bulls. I didn't recognize that. That's lit though. That's what's up. I think Bitcoin might be stalling and the money is going into Ethereum to anticipate the Ethereum ETF. Do you guys think the Ethereum ETF will come this year with no Claire Gare? What are your thoughts? Crypto surge, pizza, pineapple. Amen. My favorite topping. We got pineapples and jalapenos. 100,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Today, that would be the third of the company, Papa John's. It is going up forever, Laura. Wow. I think we should buy Bitcoin or wait till the bear and then wait for the next bull. Yeah, if you wait for the next bear, the dip may be at 150,000. Just thinking out loud. Tony, how much Bitcoin do you own? 90,000 Bitcoin here in Canada. JV has 1,000 Satoshis. I am good with numbers and patterns. Odds I could have been a pro poker player, but it is illegal online here. Wow, where is it illegal online? Where do you live? So I switched the trading and it's working. Wow. I am off going to eat. Thank you, JV. Cheers, 19. You're the real one with the knowledge on crypto. Thank you for the effort and the time for entertaining us. Respect. Are you not entertained? California. What the frick? So you're saying online gambling is illegal in California and it's illegal everywhere else? So you can't go on stake? I guess that's the #1 crypto casino nowadays for crypto. 20% of my weekly paycheck goes to buy the biddies, rolled into my 401k, into Bitcoin back in 2018. Never sell. Cheers to you, Don George. Respect. Pay me in Satoshis. It used to be legal here. Now you can't take profits. Whoa. Screw the system. We're down 3,000 from the all-time high. It's amazing that the bears were screaming yesterday that they're silent today. Exactly. How many bears did we have in here? Bitcoin's over. Jim Cramer called the top. He was right. Funny, guys. Anyways, it's we've been streaming almost an hour and a half. Let's all head on over to Rumble for the uncensored version of the pod. I can play the uncensored version of the Red Panty Night clip from Connor and do a lot of things I can't do here on the tube, as you already know. So we're going to continue with the uncensored version of the show exclusively on Rumble. So head on over to Rumble now, my Rumble link in the description, or you can go to rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net for the direct link, or simply just open up Rumble. It's just like YouTube, a video community. Type in Crypto News Alerts. You'll see the live stream. We'll continue there, and I look forward to seeing you there as we continue to pump, family. Let's freaking go. You got to pump it up. Don't you know, pump it up. Pump that mofo up. Come on, guys. Head on over to Rumble. See you there in a moment. Pumping it up. Welcome to the Rumble.